So, as mentioned, I'm Jeff Croker, it's Dave, me, both from FGNC. Ladies over here as well. We're here to talk about Korumburra Community Centre. I'm going to start with the end. This is a little video, mainly for technological reasons, and then we'll get into the presentation. So it's like starting at the end of the book. Let's just have a quick chat. So this is a building that was built around the site, and it's a regional town. It's all about the trees, among other things, and we worked very, very hard to design a building which sits around this amazing sort of site, which has trees have been there for over 100 years. Quite a tight site, but basically you can sort of see the depths we went to maintain every tree on the site, and try to minimise benching. Very in Korumburra, it's a very hilly little town, and the site is on the top of the hill. And we'll talk about that in the presentation. But I thought this is a good way of kind of covering a bit of ground to see how this building literally wraps around and embraces its site, and sort of split the entrance again because of the kind of very hilly site itself. So I'll just quickly get to this point here. This is the Lure, obviously. It's built during COVID times, it's a pretty challenging time. All the ramps fully accessible, not a handrail inside except for the stairs there. Again, recreating the city. So I might just stay with that, a good idea. Here it sits here, great views across the heritage city itself, and the rolling hills in the background. Does all the right environmental issues as well. You can sort of see the importance of this sort of form, organic form, which wraps around and celebrates the site and the crest of a hill, a little regional town.
So I'd just like to acknowledge the people of Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation in which the site is located. Acknowledge the elders past, present, and future.
All right, Korumburra was a railway town. Unfortunately, the railway was taken in the 80s, but historically it was the end of the line. It's a timber town, and it was really got a beautiful train station, which is where the original site actually was. We were adjoining to the station. For lots of reasons, unfortunately, it was moved. We had to pick another site. For the council, we had 3 or 4 options. We think we probably picked up the most challenging one, but we think it's the best result. There's a team there. The tenant was a multi-tenanted building, so there was a library. Bill Powerhouse is a food bank. It's a community centre. The Historical Society, the council had a space in there as well, and then we had multi-usable spaces, community kitchens, and outdoor spaces as well. So here we are here. Our site's that blue circle. That's Korumburra there. The red solid line is the main street. The red circle is the train station. There's an east-west line as well. So it was a site that is connected to the edge of the city, but really in the middle of the main city itself, the shopping strip. So you can sort of see here that red dashed line is at grade connection to the main street. The city's just bought, Shire of South Gippsland has just bought that property as with the intent, and they'll be putting a little connection through the main street at that point there. So here's the sort of conceptual idea was about place and about site. So we wanted to celebrate both the connection to the main street, which is a beautiful heritage street, plus the more distant views to the rolling farmland around the site. So you can sort of see here some of this idea. We also had this incredible crest of a hill dilemma where you needed to get access at both the lower end and the higher end side. It's literally several metres fall between the two. So this idea of having a building which is tied at 2 levels with a central stair is really how this all came together. Very humble building, only about $7 million, but has been a great change for the community itself. And then reinventing, replacing, reinvigorating some urban spaces outside the space itself. Here is being built, steel frame. Again, we tried to minimise deep foundations to maintain the trees, work with arborists, landscape architects all the way through. Sort of framework here, insulation, local construction crew in Korumburra were involved in the building itself. Double glazing, very selective where you put the glazing so that we minimised heat load. Circular stair, you can sort of see here the views. Each of those apertures opens up either onto a tree or to a distant view or a closer city view. Here it sits on the side here. DDA access, the LD sits literally at grade, can come straight in at that point. The upper level is the library, deep recessed windows from an environmental point of view, but also to create an outdoor space. The local band plays onto that little terrace there on a summer day, which is lovely. Sort of see here at night time. Indigenous planting, 3 acres, Paul from 3 acres, our landscape architect. Indigenous to the site, replanting that now. Sort of trying to make it as opening and friendly as we could. Double height voids. Community spaces which open up onto a terrace at ground floor, so you can actually come out onto a landscape space. So here's the library itself. Very, very beautiful space to be in. Kids love it, the community love it. You can really feel as though you are in the trees. You feel as though you've got this sort of mature landscape in a brand new building, which of course you do. And then the circular stair wraps around and connects both around another large tree. Local timber, that's looking onto the void, connecting the two spaces. It's a curved form, so the ceiling's been particularly designed to celebrate that and engage with its actual shape. So you see that down the bottom there, that's the sort of connection of the stairs down from below. And then there's the Heritage Committee. Each group has their own little area. They're part of the library, they're actually not in a separate room. They chose, we encouraged them to actually be part of the community space, which has worked well for them. The opening ceremony, there's a band up on the level there as well. You can sort of see in this slide that, quite a challenging topography. But again, ironically, it's the crest of the hill, so it's actually relatively easy to connect to. Kids library, ground floor, that's the meeting rooms. They open up onto a terrace. That's the library. How it works in the site. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.